It's 6 a.m. It's time for yoga. Let's get going. We are on day 16 of our 30-day yoga challenge. Hopefully this is becoming a habit for you by now. Let's start out in a standing position. We're going to take our strap today and do some arm warm-ups. So grab your strap and up over top, over the head. Stretch out the arms. And slowly go from side to side, warming up the torso, the abs, and the side body. Take it a little bit deeper each time. Very slowly. Oh, nice, good shoulder stretch, chest opening. A couple more times each direction. Oh, that's good. And back behind. And up. We're going to just take the arms up and back. Stretching those triceps. It's actually working the triceps. A couple more times each direction. And bring it all the way back up to the top. In front, rotate side to side. And take the rotation a little deeper each time. Almost ending up with a nice twist here. Begin with, feels good on the lower back. And release. Roll those shoulders up and back, up and back, up and back. Start getting those feet worked in. Let's start opening up our hips. See my little fur baby is ready for some yoga here today. She looks like she's going to be participating in the more calm aspects today. All right, take that strap behind. We're going to reach our hands back, stretching those triceps. See how close you can get your hands together. Using that strap to pull the hands closer together. I love using weird things around the house to help out with yoga. So remember, you don't need expensive, fancy yoga stuff. It's nice to have, but you don't need it. You just use anything you've got around the house. A few more breaths here. And release. And let's reverse that. And you'll notice one side is usually a little bit more flexible than the other. My left arm has a little bit more difficulty coming up and under. I'm going to work on that shoulder, making sure I keep that shoulder flexible. See, that one's not nearly as close as the other one. A little movement into the hips if you like. Side to side. Use the hands, come back to center. Keep those hips rolling side to side. Hands overhead. And nice deep side bend. To the left, center, to the right. Oh, and release. Drop the strap. I'm going to do a little bit of balance. And then we'll go down to the floor. Find your balance on the right. And keep that knee out. And slide your foot up the leg. Whoop. And find your tree for this morning. You can be in a different spot every day. It's fine. It doesn't have to be the same place. It could be deeper or less deep, depending on how your day is going. Woo! And remember, if you fall out, just get right back up into it. I'm going to take it a little deeper here. See if I can get a little better balance. Pressing the sole of the foot into the leg for balance. 2 more breaths here. And release. Pedal it. Even it out. Find your balance on the left. And kick that knee out. Roll that foot up. Find your tree. Two more breaths. And release. Pedal it out, pedal it out. And a couple more shoulder rolls. That. A couple more shoulder rolls. That. And forward and down, forward and down, forward and down. Hands overhead, reaching tall, up on the toes, on the toes, on the toes, and halfway forward fold. Straight back, flat back. Ooh, lower back needs some work today. Whew. And all the way up. Up on the toes, up on the toes, up on the toes, and all the way down. Ragdoll. Let the weight of your upper body decompress your spine. And take that right hip back. Start working on those hamstrings and hips. Woo, feel that all the way into the hip socket. Get that left leg back. Release all the way up. And hands to hips. One more balance move. Find your balance on the right. We're just going to lift that left knee up parallel, flexing the foot. And if you fall out of it, just find that balance again. It means you're testing yourself, pushing it beyond your normal boundaries. You fall. It's all good. It's called a practice. And release. Pedal it out, pedal it out. Find your balance on the left. And lift that right knee. Flex the right foot. Pop right back up. More breaths. Wow. And release. Pedal it out, pedal it out. Hands all the way up and forward fold all the way down this time. Hands, pop those feet back. We're down dog. Hips to the sky, shoulders and chest reaching up to the, reaching down to the floor. Pedal it out, pedal it out. Bring it up into plank. Rock it back and forth if you like. And drop it forward to cobra. All right. So sweet. Slide your knees back, knees wide, toes together, back into child's pose. See how close you can get your sit bones to your heels today. 2 more breaths here. And release. 1 up, all 4s. Shift those hips to the right. Nice long hold to the right. Shift those hips to the left. And release. Cat-cow. You're so silly. What are you doing? And down on those forearms. Hips in the air. Puppy pose. Nice stretch to the lower back. Get a little different angle for the hips here. And press it back, press that chest into the floor as deep as you like. What are you doing, silly girl? Oh my goodness. We're gonna walk this over to the left. Another way to stretch that lower back and side body. All these different angles. It's all about angles, finding those different angles, stretching each muscle different way. This way I feel it right here. And then some compression in the hip on the other side. The compression is important as well. And walking it through center again. Give it a quick cat-cow. And walk it over to the right. Feel that compression in the hip on this side. Nice elongated stretch on this side body. And release, come back to center. Curl those toes under and pop it right back up into down dog. Pedal it out, pedal it out. Ooh, hips high, shoulders and chest reaching for the floor. And release, coming into plank. Give it a little bit of motion. And down into cobra. Hi. And release down. Woo. Right ear to the floor. Deep breaths into the belly. And bend your right foot. And swing it over. Nice twist. And release back to center. Left ear to the floor. Deep breaths into the belly. And bend the left knee. And bring it on over. This is a variation on flipping your dog. Eventually we can do this flipping maneuver while we're up and down dog. That's a variation you can do. This is the beginning of that one, of that pose. And release back to center. Ooh. Deep breaths, whichever ear feels best. Deep breaths right down into the belly, kind of pumping yourself up from the floor with each breath. And bring the hands in, rolling back through all fours, back onto our heels. And come on up. A little weight on those heels, stretch out the front of the feet today. If that's too much, you can always come up to here. You can put a bolster, something behind you. Put a little bit of weight on those heels. Feels good, I think, to stretch those ankles and the tops of the feet and the toes. And release. Cross those ankles in the back. And let's come into an easy seat. Whew. Just take another little minute here. Let's stack our knees and our ankles. And let's spend a little time on those toes. So sometimes it's really nice to just bend the toes backwards and get a little bit of movement in there. Improve the circulation. Just kind of play around with your toes. Take them every which way, different ways than they normally go. Crisscross them. Get some mobility in there between the toes and those joints. Spend a little time on the ball of the foot, the instep, arch, heel, center of the foot there, midfoot. Take a little time on the Achilles back here, heel. Massage all those little joints. A little foot refresher today. All right, let's do the other one. Stack those feet the other direction, knee on ankle, ankle on knee. Oh yeah, I've done this for a while. To take those toes in the opposite direction. A little mobility to the joints. Massage, foot massage, self-care. Moving down to the ball of the foot. That center midfoot area, the arch. That area where the plantar fasciitis can creep up on you. Joint here. Of course, if you had longer, we could go up and do the calf and all the way up to the knee and the thighs. Just take a few minutes on the feet today and get that started, the self-care. And come into easy seat. Just close your eyes for a couple minutes. If you have minutes, you can take a couple minutes here and just meditate for 5-10 minutes and just be calm and be still. And take a few breaths here, eyes closed, set your intentions for the day. Two more breaths here. And open the eyes. Thank you for joining me for day 16 of our 30-day yoga challenge. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Have a great day, guys. Bye.